Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you how to replace home button on iPhone 7 Plus. What tools you will need to disassemble the iPhone 7 Plus? A screwdriver set, plastic mediator, tweezers, section cap for removing display, adhesive tape for restore water protection, and new home button. In the description under the video I left link where you can buy all necessary tools and replacement parts for iPhone 7 Plus. If Touch ID doesn't work on your iPhone 7 Plus and the home button doesn't respond, I'll show you how to replace it. Turn off the iPhone and remove SIM card tray. Remove two screws near charging port with Pentalobe 0.8mm screwdriver. Take a hairdryer and heat the display surface for 1 or 2 minutes. Set the section cap near home button and pull up the ring. Next, take the plastic mediator and begin to disconnect the display from the case of iPhone. On the top of display inside there are two latches that attach to the case, so you need to pull the display down and unstick the display from top. The case of iPhone 7 Plus opens like a book, that is, open the display to the right. Now take a tri-wing 0.8mm screwdriver and remove all screws on the lower metal panel and 3 screws on the upper metal panel. First, disconnect the battery cable from the mainboard and after disconnect 3 display cables. Now let's begin to remove the home button. Unscrew 4 screws and remove the metal bracket. Next, you need to disconnect the button cable from the cable of the display module. Take the tweezers and press in the display cable. Turn off the cable of the home button. Now you need to peel off the cable of the home button from the surface of the display module. Take something thin but not sharp and start peeling off the cable. If you cannot pry at all, hit the surface of the cable with a hairdryer and continue to the peel off. Now I explain you why you cannot just replace the home button with any another original button. This is because your original home button is tied to your motherboard from the factory where your iPhone 7 Plus was assembled. That is, when you replace the original home button with any other button, the Touch ID function and pressing it will not work. But there are two ways to solve this problem. First, you can restore the original home button. For example, in many cases the button stops working due to the problem with the cable, and the button can be restored by replacing the cable which is taken from other original button. But here you need a high level in repair experience. If the problem is not in the cable or the button is lost or cannot be restored, then let's begin to the second option. There is one way how to get a working home button responsive to pressing, and you don't need to solder anything. There are home buttons that are identical to the original button. The only one drawback of this button is the Touch ID function will not work. This button connected directly to the display cable and it works like original button to press. This button is also universal and work on iPhone 7, 7 Plus, iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus. I leave link where to buy such button in the description under the video. Now I'm gonna show you how it works in practice. Install the button on the display module and connect to the display cable. Install the metal bracket and fasten 4 screws. The display assembled and now connected to the iPhone, and check how the new home button works. Please note that the first 3 display cables are connected and lastly the battery cable. Turn the display over and turn on iPhone. As you can see, the iPhone shows message that the Touch ID function does not work, but the button works fine. This button does not have a physical pressing like on iPhone 6. This home button responds to touch and has the same slight vibration when pressed as the original home button. If the smartphone works fine, you can begin to the final stage of assembling iPhone 7 Plus with restoration of water resistance. If you look closer, the button sits perfectly in case like original. Remove the adhesive tape from the back cover of iPhone. Now take a cotton swab and medical or isopropyl alcohol and wipe the iPhone back cover from the remains of glue. Now take a waterproof adhesive tape and put it on the iPhone case. Using this adhesive tape, you restore resistance to dust and water. First, connect 3 display cables to mainboard and then connect the battery cable. Install metal panels and fasten all screws. Turn the display over and push it to the back cover. Fasten last 2 screws near charging connector. Install the SIM card and turn on the iPhone. I hope this video was useful to you and helps repair your iPhone 7 Plus. See you soon on How-FixIT.